Hello there, friends. So today we're doing something a little bit different. We do that sometimes, to keep things exciting and not so boring for you. But anyway, what I'm talking about today is somebody tried to scam me. And I'm going to show you exactly what happened so that way you can decide for yourself whether or not you want to take some advice or maybe see some red flags. If you see some red flags, put it in the comments. Let me know your feelings about this. Okay, so now here we go. So as some of you may have found out, I don't answer a phone unless if I recognize that the phone call is originating from Texas. Okay, so for you guys out there, just to let you know, okay, because I can't handle all these phone calls coming from all across the country because I'm only one guy. I have to do some work sometimes. But I do check my emails all the time, all day long, like every day anyway. So I get these emails, and that's how this story here kind of starts. So here I am, I open up this email, and it starts out just pretty like a normal email. Right here it says, "How are you doing today? I'm John. I just purchased a pontoon, and I would like to know if you do boat upholstery repair. Get back to me ASAP. Best regards, John." So I answer him back. I say, "Hello, John. Yep, been doing this for 45 years. Are you near me in East Texas? Thanks, Richard." To which he replies, "Thanks for your prompt response. I want the seats repaired to deep brown vinyl, and I want the floor changed to AstroTurf. It's a 1997 24-foot finishing pontoon. I would like to get a rough quote with the pictures, and I want a perfect job for the boat. Due to my absence in the city," I didn't, okay, I was going to say red flag, but you guys are supposed to tell me when you see the red flags. "The tow guy will be bringing it to you. Get back to me ASAP. Best regards, John McCauley." To which I also respond back. I say, "Hello, John. The last one I did, the seats was $9,000, and it didn't have as many as you have, as many seat cushions. I only deal with the customer directly face to face. This avoids any misunderstandings. I can help you with your carpet if it is not glued down. For seats, the customers usually drop them off as I don't need the whole boat. Thanks, Richard." So we have a conversation going on now, right? Then he says, "Thanks for your prompt response. I am okay with the quote, and I will need the perfect job for the boat. Presently, the boat is still at my old house in North Carolina, and there's no insurance involved. So I can have your name and full workshop address so I can inform the towing services who are moving my belongings from the old house to the new, because due to the health of my son, I am not around at the moment, and I want the boat to be completed before I go back to the city, and I will need a little favor from you. Best regards, John." To which I reply, "Hello, John. Let me know when you're ready to meet. Thanks, Richard." Mm-hmm. To which he says, "Fine, I will give you my credit card to put through for $15,300. And once that goes through, I want you to deduct $5,000 as a deposit for the repair and also a $300 tip for yourself, and send the remaining $10,000 to the tow guy. Once he receives the funds, he will have the boat delivered to your shop next week on Thursday, so you can write a proper estimate for the repair. Is that clear? And are you ready to bill me? Hope to hear from you as soon as possible. Best regards, John." To which I reply, "Okay." Go ahead and spank the like button right now, or you'll wish you did. "Thanks for your response," is what he says. I want you to email me the payable invoice so that I can make the payment online and the boat can arrival on time. Thanks. And then that's pretty much where it ended. And I thought I could keep this guy going, but haven't heard from him since. So this is what I'm talking about, is they're out there. Okay, we really need to protect ourselves. So if you see anything that is slightly off, I hope that your ears go up like that and your hair on your neck goes up like that. And then you can recognize something that is not right. And, there's just imagine if I was somebody that didn't recognize these, what I'm calling red flags. Suppose I gave him, or he I charged his card for $15,300, and then I deduct $5,000 as a deposit, and then a $300 tip for myself, and then send the remaining $10,000 away to the tow guy, whoever he is. Okay, you can imagine if I would have actually done that, I'd probably be making a very different video, right? So this video here is to let you know, especially if you're a younger guy that doesn't have a whole lot of experience with business, but you're eager to go out there and get things done. You don't really want to turn away work, especially when, you see dollar signs and it looks like people want to throw money at you. Don't move so quickly. Okay, throw up your radar. Okay, because we have to be very careful, especially in this day and age. Before, deals were done with a handshake, believe it or not. Anybody that's older in my generation, that that's absolutely true. But, that has gone away a long time ago, I suppose. But, probably longer than some of you younger guys have never even heard of that. Because, that's not the way things are done these days. Well, look at this. The guy, if he was a real customer, he'd probably walk into my door, give me a call or something like that. But you know what it was? It was an email. So when somebody sends me an email, we don't know who he is. We don't know where he's from. Russia, maybe. Ukraine, maybe. China, even maybe. So, this is one of those things. So what I'm saying here is don't let this happen to you. And I just want you to recognize these patterns. And, I really do get one of these emails every so often. It's not real common, but every once in a while I get some kind of an email like this. And, being out there the way I am, it happens more and more often. But, we have to really be careful, right? So that's all I'm saying. So until next time, we'll see ya. If you like this video, you'll really like the next one.